Unnecessary talk with Brian Sturges.
What is one thing from your childhood that you remember that you played with and that was a big part of your life?
Well,
The question was very flat, very...
it's a big wheel. I had a big wheel that I used to terrorize the neighborhood with.
Was it red and black?
It was red, yellow, and then it had the black wheels. But I used to do the thing where you'd pedal real fast and then you'd reverse it. So you would do like a slide out. And I wore out the wheels. Like I wore holes in the wheels. And then when we moved from Colorado, they left it there.
Yeah.
And I was like, where's my big wheel? So I felt it. I know what loss is now.
Is there, here's a business, big wheels for adults where you can ride around. Right? Make them for kids.
Yeah.
What if you made something like from the 80s or those things and you made a whole business based around that? Hot Wheels, the video, Galaga, Big Pac-Man, where the whole theme is of
Like an old arcade?
right, but father's age. And what I mean is like, they come out with new movies every 20 years because it's the next generation. The kids are sharing it. But why not a Big Wheels racetrack? These lips.
Big wheels keep on turning.
Primary, keep on burning.
You know what that reminded me of? Rolling. He said big wheels.
This is another episode of UnNecessary Talk with Brian Sturges. I'm that Brian Sturges. BrianSturges.com. Cliff Feature Music. Timothy All Music. Brian Sturges Music, I think, is good. His Gmail is making me delete because I don't use it. And music.
Music. When you said big wheels, made me think of Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels made me think of Mattel. You know that Trump called out Mattel.
As a country?
Fire all their CEOs. I don't know why he hates Barbie and Hot Wheels and Mattel so much. But
Didn't you think it was a country?
No. They complained because of the
they're all made in
tariffs
China?
and their products were going up. And
Well, sure, because everything's made in fucking China. Hey, guess what? China.
well,
It's where everything's made now.
Well, you can see now everything is going up. The price of everything is going up.
Did you not eat my wife's muffin because it had a raisin in it?
No. It was a racist raisin. But
Oh, dang.
Why? It's the Buddhist symbol. It's just that I got.
Yeah, you got a little...
I don't know about that. But yeah,
What do you think about ye and the swastikas?
Wait, he has swastikas?
His whole thing now is being a Nazi.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He's the big swastika necklace. Is the whole thing.
Oh yeah,
It's like
for
desperate.
real?
Yeah, it's
no,
kind of
everyone who he worked with before, Common and John Legend, they're like,
That guy's...
what has happened?
Yeah.
No.
You know what it is? Is that I'm out of ideas, so I'm doing something so insane.
To get
Where-
attention.
No, he is insane. Though.
Right, but I'm saying it's not even that good. Of like, I get it. I mean,
But it's like the music is suffer. Like he hasn't put
no.
anything out.
Plus, they control the weather.
Aluminum foil hats. That's what you do. That's what it does it.
That's the new business?
Aluminum foil hats.
Yeah. For
But no,
Europe.
yeah. So Mattel got called out. So basically now,
Hey, Max, I want to go skiing with the kids in Aspen this weekend. Can you guys? How much?
yeah. But now, well, now I was looking on Walmart is raising prices, and they're like the benchmark for cheap people. Of like when they start raising prices,
I was there
it's
last
going
night.
up. So yeah, I think they said 0.3%. Everything has gone up, but we'll see if things go up more. We're already in a recession, but people
Are we
don't like
technically?
anymore.
I don't think they've called it yet.
Well, because it has to be 2 quarters of
Downward trend.
yeah, right, of job ungrowth. What do you call that?
Well, that's
I
what they.
think so.
Well, that's what they used to do.
Vicious.
Then it's not a recession, but it's a retraction. People's spending
Stagnation.
retracts. And the only time
Recoil.
the economy is all tied to
I'm going stagnation.
the American economy is tied to consumerism. So if people don't spend enough, then there's like the GWP, like the government has to
The
put money
George
out there.
Washington Bridge.
That's why you always have like those stimulus checks and stuff. They have to push people to spend. Because fear and speculation affect the stock markets and they affect the actual grocery store markets.
That's ridiculous. I mean, I ordered something from DoorDash. I ordered Papa John's, which I don't like. My wife likes Papa John's, whatever.
Oh.
Once
Is
in a
it
while, you
because
get
of the
family.
pepperoncinis?
I don't know.
He's not even there anymore.
I don't know.
They fired him.
All I know
Said
is
something
I didn't realize
Yeah,
I ordered what she ordered last time, but I think she ordered it on a special. But I ordered a small instead of a large. So when that was like $36, and a pizza this big showed up, and I got wings for the kids, like the boneless wings, and they were just the most disgusting. They were just like, they didn't even toss them. They just clearly took a bottle and squeezed it on there. And I was like, this is $36 fucking dollars. I was like,
you got hosed.
I got hosed because it's
just like
it's
those
far,
wings.
right? We don't have Papa John's around here.
Oh yeah,
Are you kidding me? Not in this neighborhood.
I don't know where one is.
Yeah, a lot. So the tip is like pretty heavy,
Yeah.
but then they get you with the fees. Then if it's a long distance fee, there's another fee, a fee. All I know is it's $11 a slice.
Yeah, that's
whatever. But the economy, I'm sick of it. And you know what really sucks? Is having to pay for it.
Yeah, that's the
fuck. You know these eggs. I'm like,
but it hits everyone. You know, the prostitutes, those prices are going to go up. You know, strippers, that's going to go up. You know, where does it end?
When the people with a little bit of bread are concerned, that's when you know.
Yeah.
Because everyone is holding back. I mean, everybody I know who makes decent money, they're all just waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you're an investor where you play the daily market, there everyone's just like, we're just gonna wait.
Yeah,
because it's just gonna go down. Maybe I don't know anything.
I mean, he just does.
White cisgender men, when it hits them, that's when people do something.
That's correct.
Oh yeah.
That's why AIDS, blacks, Latins.
Well, I know. Oh, listen.
gays.
Plus the CIA, we tried to get but what happened? You know what happened to buys? Because we were just trying to kill the gays.
That's just on the way.
But then they're going by, and then all of a sudden, some straight guys are dying of AIDS.
Exactly.
Come on, CIA.
And that's when you get it.
What do you think of the theory of the CIA and their black portrayal? That it's a CIA conspiracy that the only things being shown in the public are basically racist, and they're only showing the worst of things versus a celebration of people. Have you heard this?
What are you talking about? The CIA?
CIA.
How would people even know about them? They don't even operate on American soil.
The CIA?
They can't operate on American soil. They're only international.
Wait, I thought they were. I thought they were here.
No,
They're here.
CIA, FBI is here. CIA and FBI. CIA cannot operate on American
Google
soil.
time.
No.
That's the way it works.
No.
Yeah,
CIA.
that's their separation. Otherwise,
No,
you'd have them on top of each other.
Wait, hey, it's your jurisdiction. I'm in charge. Not anymore. Name that movie. Comment below.
It says they're barred from investigating Americans or U.S. businesses. There are instances
You're
where
right. While the
it has
CIA now
engaged
listen,
in
I
domestic
was wrong. Cliff was right. While the CIA is a foreign intelligence agency, why did I think it was? I thought it was like another FBI.
No, FBI and CIA are kind of the same, but FBI operates American soil and has satellites, but CIA operates to know about
Foreign.
foreign
primary
stuff,
mission is foreign intelligence. Okay, but they're both.
Which one did all
Whoa! They're both American companies.
Yes.
Okay, this is what it was.
That's
yes.
correct.
So the CIA is American.
Yes.
But they're worried about.
Yeah.
They're worried about the world.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Which
like,
one-
It's like an Amazon and an Amazon business account. Here's the fun fact: if you have an Amazon business account,
You pay
nothing-
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't sell.
Yeah, Lara tells me that she goes on and sometimes she'll order from our account because
Absolutely.
it's cheaper. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Especially if you're if you're just a regular small business. Yeah. Like,
Yeah. Oh, you get
you're
talking about,
me on
you talking about that
You're
Costco,
dicking me over on the Bix, Helen.
talking about that Costco Gold or whatever the shit. You
The
got?
black card?
Yeah, the black.
The executive?
He put some pepper on that.
Yeah, he did. He put pepper on it.
Yeah.
The black.
So black is better and bigger?
In this case,
It is
yes.
a thicker.
Oh.
It's a thicker card, yeah.
Yeah.
What they do is they line
How'd
up
your wives
a
have
bunch
you-
of Discover cards. And there's just one large black card.
Oh, my Discover. I don't know if I have it in my wallet. My Discover is like a little. Let me see if I can find it. 'Cause I just
Is it a picture of yourself? It totally
No.
is. Let me ask you a question.
On the card.
On any of your credit
It's a
cards,
little cassette.
that is
Oh,
cool.
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Is that on your physical card?
It's on my physical card too.
That's
I gotta see.
Mine
Those are
has
cool.
Star Wars.
I have Bourne designs.
Jason Bourne?
Wait a second. You have a Star Wars credit card?
Well,
Or do you get points to Enron or no, what's it called? Heroin?
The first Jason Bourne. was gay.
Erewhon?
What
What's
was
that
his name?
island in Star Wars?
it's Darth Vader.
Okay, so that's okay. No,
It's
that-
my debit card.
Well, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I
I
think,
don't mean to flash this around, but
Oh, let's see this. We won't show the number. Costco black card. A black card. Who's that?
The first Jason Bourne was gay. Richard Chamberlain from the 80s. Before, what's his name? Did you know that?
I didn't even know that there was a.
Man, I was talking about Costco.
It was a TV movie first.
Like you can't skip an episode without having a fucking gauge. I mean,
when you say it's thick and big
I mean,
and
was
black,
it too many?
where it leads me to.
I mean, was it too many heterosexual conversations?
Getting
You're
free
like,
samples in the
we need to get one in.
Well, yeah.
Oh, you got to you fucking.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you don't deserve it.
Yeah, when I go down my rabbit holes, as I normally do, I found out.
Which is where you keep your gold.
Yeah. I found out that the Born Identity or whatever before was Matthew whatever was a TV movie.
Oh,
from
it was
the
a
80s.
TV. Oh.
Well, don't forget that Die Hard was originally The Detective with Frank Sinatra, and he had the right of first refusal. So at 78, he could have been John McClane.
Wow.
He was the original John McClane.
The guy who...
That's a fun fact.
When the music died? Don McClane?
With him and Billy or Buddy Epson.
Oh. The printer, man?
Yeah. Buddy Epson was the original Tin Man, but was allergic to the paint, and then they got the other guy.
Oh, that happened.
Buddy Epson, you might know him as the father in Beverly Hillbillies.
Oh, because the one lady with the green makeup was allergic too. It's like lead paint.
Oh, yeah, they got that paint.
Oh, here's a couple things I'd like to state.
Yes.
Mind your business.
Statement time.
I can't read your fucking doctor.
That's true. It is basically a code.
So Franklin Roosevelt had the Gold Confiscation Act, where Nixon took us off the gold standard.
Oh, so this is a correction of a correction of a.
Well, I think, or I was right both times, but I don't really remember what I said. All I know is I was confusing the two. I own no gold, but don't worry, it's the highest it's ever been.
My family owns gold. Bricks.
Oh, you got bricks.
I got a safety box locked up somewhere.
Where? What address?
Yeah, what's the deal? What number?
I take it the code's your birthday. You know, it wouldn't be that hard. It'd be just like you totally would have your own birthday. Be like, oh, look at all this free shit.
All right, statement time.
All right. Also, the Sean Connery movie? What was Sean Connery's last movie? Because I think I said.
Was it The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
I said where he was James Bond.
Oh.
I think I said Never Say Never Again, or it was. Could you look it up?
I thought you said it was Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Could you take your fingers?
You're the man now, dog. Remember that?
Majesty's Secret Service.
No, it was
with the black kid.
I said Diamonds There Forever, but that was Roger.
No, this is not Diamonds.
I thought it was Never Say Never Again.
Yeah,
but I think I said something else.
You said something.
No, James Bond movie.
Diamonds Are Forever.
Yeah, never say never again.
Yes, never say never again.
That's correct.
Okay. I just like to, because what happened was I've had people like, when I said the gold thing, Kevin O'Leary, you might know him from Shark Tank. He texted me and he said, listen, you were
incorrect
I'm a fan.
Slightly. Yeah.
In fact, the whole crew of Shark Tank, we're over here at Sony. We like to sit around and we like to learn some investment tips. No tariffs, huh? Okay. Stop pressing. Sometimes I ask you to Google shit, and you download all sorts of Chinese fucking passcodes. When
Russian.
you leave, I have to wipe my computer and bring it to factory settings every time.
I loved him as the dad in Indiana Jones. I thought that was the
great.
best one.
Yeah.
That was a great movie. That's when I would have been 10, and that's when I started to like movies.
He likes them now.
That was Batman and Indiana Jones, The Last Crusade. Those movies were great. And let's say, this is.
Yeah.
This is the music news of the week.
This is for Tim. Super excited.
Did you hear about that?
I did hear about Sly Stone's new song. I don't know what it was called. I saw a clip, but it was crazy town. Like he is.
In a good way?
Not there.
Oh, okay.
With some people who were pumping him up. I mean, he was playing keyboard in the clip that I saw, singing something, but it was like, to me, incoherent. I had no idea what he was talking about. Like it was which is sad because he really was black genius. It just burns you up. I mean, he did a lot of crack.
He's an old man. He did, that's a lot of crack.
Yeah.
But I mean, God, like, who cares? Like George Parliament, like you're allowed to be like a Cheech and Chong.
Yeah. One more hit. That's what it's called? Okay.
Play it for a second.
Sly Stone.
I haven't actually heard it.
Phil Pelly.
That is a very dated bass sound. Yeah, cool. Right? That's something like 80s fuzz. I know you can't hear this. Sounds a little Bobby
Which one's Sly Stone?
Bland, right? Bobby Blue Bland a little bit.
This looks like a video we could make. got a sabotage vibes. Mm-hmm. I guess he wasn't playing piano here. It's chess.
That's close.
Who are these non-union actors?
We need more gold.
Records.
Oh, API.
Has the song started yet? Is this a commercial?
I don't know.
Okay. Can we stop there? Because obviously,
it's not good.
For the last minute, people have just been watching us
I
react.
don't even think he knew where he was.
That is not everything.
And I guess that piano person I thought was him, but it wasn't. It's too bad.
You have any idea how many ladies? Well,
I'll just say skip all that and just watch the Questlove documentary on Hulu.
Maybe I will.
That's all the Sly Stone you need to do. By the way, I did watch that PBS We Want the Funk documentary.
How was it?
It was good. It was like a 90-minute in and out, but they had, Marcus Miller and Christian McBride and Bootsy and
all bass players.
Kirk Franklin was in there. A bunch of people. It was cool just to see like the history. George Clinton, obviously. It was just good to see.
What about
the
white
history.
people?
Yeah, was Bill Clinton in there?
The white funk people?
Nope, not a one.
That was part of Questlove's thing. Is like, listen, I want to see a white fucking. Don't show me a caucasy fucking mug on this show.
But it's like you forget funk, like you forget Larry Graham invented slap bass. Like
Drake's
that didn't.
uncle?
Speaking of Sly, that didn't happen. Before that song, no one was doing that. Just like Jaco Pastorius and in harmonics, no one was doing that. Yeah. And so
ripped his own frets out.
Said,
fuck
tired
these
of these
frets. Get out of here, frets.
That was a crazy person. I think they're right about that genius, craziness. Donny Hathaway, they all had it. Nina Simone, she had it. Yeah, they all had
Gaye
it.
didn't end well. Mm-mm. Oh, did you hear that Marvin Gaye was gay?
Was by his dad.
Did you hear that?
I've heard that.
That what's his name there? Wouldn't play him. That was the clip. What's his name there? The good-looking guy from Empire, who's always in those.
Terrence Howard?
Yes, Terrence Howard was going to play him, but wouldn't play him because he was going to have to be gay. Like
he wasn't gay.
No, that's what he was saying.
No, people say that, but it's like I think.
Is it because of his last name?
It's like rumored, yeah, but it's like it's never been proven. No one's ever come out and said that. It's not like Patti LaBelle saying Luther was gay. I believe that.
Maybe they're all. Well, listen, P. Diddy, what's going on right now? We're in the middle of that trial.
He looks terrible.
Well, he doesn't
even in the shine.
He doesn't have his shinola, that black.
Yeah, no, it's just like everything. It ages you when you. But the thing is,
when you get convicted of beating and raping women.
Yeah.
No, they're gonna take it. They're gonna take it all the way to.
Wow, that was a really good. Yes.
They're gonna take it all the way to deliberation, and then they're gonna drop the dime at the end. He just has to give up names. They're not gonna actually have a verdict.
You don't think that he's gonna? You don't think he's gonna go do a Bill Cosby? They're gonna find him guilty, and then 2 years they're gonna let him out because
they're gonna get all the way. They're gonna get all the way through, and if he says, "Okay, this verdict's not gonna go the way," then he's just gonna drop the black book everyone knows he has.
Oh, I mean, of everyone who's gay.
Yeah.
LL Cool Gay.
Yep.
I think anybody that.
He's always licking his lips.
Wiz Khalifa pissing all over your face, right?
Gotta be one more.
DJ
Jizzy Jeff.
Jizzy Jeff.
Yeah. Well, Will Smith.
DJ Jizzy Jeff. Well, Will Smith's obviously. I've never seen a gay guy cry so much about a woman in my life. You know what I mean?
You saw the clip, right? When the guy was massaging him, and he was like,
and he was like, "Only a man knows." And she's like.
She was like,
but then they say Tupac. But then Tupac was supposed to be gay. Wait, is Jada Pinkett Smith gay? And her thing is being with guys who are pretending to be straight.
I think they both.
Is she
are
a
bi.
beard?
They're both bi.
Both the men were bi.
Yeah. And the kids too.
Bye Birdie. Oh,
No,
I was playing celebrity.
kids,
I was
too.
playing the pop culture Jeopardy, and my wife was like, "You only get the gay ones right," because there was all the musical
she's looking at
theater.
you
They were like,
sideways, yeah.
on this episode of Project Runaway, I was like, "He said make it work. What is make it work?"
Yeah.
And then because the last question was like this Super Bowl, and I was like, I don't know. But she's like, you knew what drink Carrie Bradshaw drank. I was like, everyone knows it's the Cosmo.
No, yeah. No, but there's definitely names to drop. There's always one.
Will Smith, Tupac. I don't think Biggie was gay. He was too big. Who else could possibly be gay? I mean, if every single dad in Hollywood on every black sitcom was gay.
There's lots of people. Lots of people have to hide it. Luther was named his middle name after a pasta, Ronzoni.
Really? Mm-hmm. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Called
I've never had a Ron
Because
Sunday.
his dad's name was Luther too, so he was Luther Jr. And they were like, "Well, what is it going to be?" He was born at home, and she was like,
She looked
"My
down.
favorite pasta."
She looked down
Tagliatelle?
into. What do you think, Grandma Nina? Well,
Spaghetti.
What if you named the baby spaghetti? This mustache allows me to make those.
Yes,
Have you ever
yeah,
had
it's true.
Ron
It's
Sunday?
legal. No.
I was gonna say though, that mustache, you got a little bit of a Italian plumber going.
Thank you.
You know, I like it.
Well, it's usually it's twice as thick. This is the midway because usually I have it where the top goes all the way down and then there's the
No, that's too much.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going all the way like a pizza box.
No,
But
but
just
that's classic. Though.
just a little.
That's classic. That's
I'm a dad now. Besides, I'm not sexually viable. I'm not. I mean, this is just.
You know
this is why, man. We just collect stamps.
you're just
or something.
decorating
You're
your face now.
I'm gonna go tie flies.
yeah.
man. So I went and I got my. After I did all of that CT injection shit for nothing, then I went and I got my physical.
the fuck is CT. Oh yeah.
When we did all that iodine stuff?
Yeah.
So I went to get my normal physical,
Ah.
and he's like, "Guess what, buddy? Guess what you get to do now? Anybody want to take a guess?"
CPAP.
Shit in a little cup.
I wouldn't call it a little cup.
That's a
I
big
have to
cup.
get a colonoscopy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're
So-
50?
So it's funny. So I have to be knocked out, which I'm nervous about.
Oh, that's nice.
I would rather be knocked out. I thought they just.
You never knocked yourself out? You never held your breath in your neck?
I did run
No.
directly into a wall once.
Yeah, you
and I
never
couldn't
did that?
sleep.
With your friends?
No.
Oh, yeah. When I was in middle school, we all used to pass out.
What?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm supposed to get. I have to go get the colonoscopy, and Rafik there, our friend. Every 2 years when I would take him, I would drive him, and we would.
Oh, okay.
We'd take him, and the next day he'd take me to breakfast or whatever. But I have to go get it done. They gotta knock me out. They're gonna do it. So I'm gonna film as much as I can.
Oh, good.
But then randomly in the mail, I just got this box that I'm apparently supposed to take a hot shit in.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you can't.
You don't want a cold one in there.
Yeah, you can't do it then because you can't. They don't know when you're gonna go.
So you're supposed to take this.
Oh my god.
yeah,
Put this.
that's right.
Have you done this before?
No, but I mean, I've seen it in movies.
Oh, they give you a little target range.
Look at the size of this thing.
Well, you don't fill it up.
I'm filling it up.
Phil,
So you put.
Top it off.
But what I'm saying is, no one's instructed me to do this. It's just arrived. Is
Hey,
this a
you
third
figure it
party
out.
pooper?
yeah.
Right. So then this goes in there.
You should be happy that they care.
Then I got to drink the solution or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Then I got to shit in here.
Yep.
Then you got to put it back in the box.
Thank God they have a way
Yeah.
to seal
That's
it
it.
up.
You're gonna want a plastic on
Now,
that.
what's really great is that someone had to work out the contract. That one, this is someone's business.
Oh yes.
Some husband wakes up, kisses his wife goodbye, and gets on the train from Connecticut and works in the medical supplies.
Yeah.
Apparently, they got a contract with UPS.
Is that recyclable?
So I'm going to go over to the UPS store and be like, here.
Here's your turd.
That was me whistling poop.
Oh. I don't know what that is.
Sometimes.
That was a work whistle.
Show the look on my face there. I was displeased. I was like, please, just let me get it. I mean, you're a fucking face. I can't stand any of you. Anyway, the whole bit, if you could stop whistling like Biff in the elevator, is I got to shit in this and then bring it to a UPS store and then be like, here,
Yeah, some more brown for
ship
that
this.
brown
What,
truck.
what can Brown do for you?
Well, I don't imagine you just hand them this, right?
That would be
don't know.
worse. That would be
that'd be
much worse.
Hey, could you guys wrap this for me?
You put it all back in
But
there.
no
so
one's
one has to know
instructed
your
me to do it.
shame.
It just arrived. I don't know if this is like a third party thing where they send you a thing like
No,
Yeah.
that's very reputable. That's like the number one company for that.
Home
you never
shitter?
heard. You never
Home
see you never see the advertisements during the day on television.
you know,
Uh-uh.
I work.
I don't have
But on
television.
YouTube, they don't do it.
So you get lots of ads for shitting at home. What do
On
you
YouTube?
What do you get a home?
It's like ha.
Can you not poop?
It's like when you get like those Ed McMahon insurance ones and those. It's
Sure.
like those commercials. They're like medications, and then they're like, oh, have you checked your colon? You can mail in your shit. It comes up
The way I do it.
in between the
Are you-
Celebrity Jeopardy.
Is this what now? I saw a guy, he started to, you get those no postage necessary cards? He would go and you'd get a bunch of shit and put them in a box and tape that and ship it back. So that company is paying for a box of garbage and shit being sent. So every time a guy was free.
But it probably triggered because you went in there for that.
Well, I have to do, I know, but I'm just saying
so
there's
they
been
want to check your root to toot now.
Listen, somebody should say the words, you're in the mail.
You're going to.
I got to pick this up from my concierge service.
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
And
you think you got a dick print on your dick?
I mean, quite frankly, he's a moron. So Throwback. Anyway, so I got that going.
Well,
so
you're
in case if I don't wake up.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Okay.
The good ones
you're gonna have to.
The bad ones live forever.
You're gonna have to work it out and do like one last. Episode,
one last
like
UNT.
The last. Yeah, if I die, you can't just not have one.
Oh.
You guys have to come back.
We're not coming back. It's gonna be a best.
We got to do it here.
No, fuck that. You guys do the Zoom shit. Show me some respect.
No, we're not even on there. It's just like clips. We cut back to you.
So we have to come here
the
to watch
widow,
it.
right? Just, here's a bill. All of a sudden, he's like, "This is my normal rate."
Here's a tribute to a man who liked the movies. Roll that beautiful.
Roll that. Yeah.
No.
You're not gonna die. When you go to sleep, it's like
What
twilight.
happened? I said that to the fellas. I was like, I got to get the ass thing. And he's like, oh, I know a guy. So I just have in my calendar just as ass man.
Yeah.
You're like,
He's like, oh, a guy went in and he died. They cut him open and he died there, and his wife had to sue the hospital.
Well, hopefully they don't cut you
that
open.
doesn't happen. Many people have gotten them. I've never known anyone to die.
Now, how do they do it? Do they go through the mouth?
They put you out like they do when they change your tonsils or whatever.
Well, that you know the difference between an oral thermometer and an anal thermometer.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that taste. It is good to get checked because you never know. Like,
I'm 45 now.
Well, they reach in there and they check for polyps and benign.
Yeah, they
bullshit,
root
but you
around
wanna-
in there.
Yeah, you wanna make sure,
yeah.
Dick prints.
I see you got it out fast.
Before social media, we didn't have anywhere to have this kind of content. You couldn't have it on TV or something reputable. But by
remember public access?
Oh, yeah.
I remember I've done a couple of shows back in the day.
Oh, you did?
Like Santa Monica Public Access. I was in this band that
I've done a few
for the house band.
Yeah, I did a few. But I was in El Segundo. But it was cool.
Wait, is that thing that we did public access? That Christmas thing we did?
Yep.
Okay, so then I have done one.
That was as well.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm thinking about coming out with a book about business. And really, it's all negative. There's no like yours is all about like being positive and working. Mine's just like everyone is shit. Don't trust anybody.
Yeah.
Don't buy a treadmill from someone's driveway. But we're talking about that because there's in improv the power of yes. But I have chapter 2, the power of
no.
The power of go fuck yourself. And like don't help people. Like it's just basically a book on how to worry about yourself. Don't worry about that your buddy might have accomplished something that you haven't. Especially if you're an actor, if your friend got a gig on a TV
That's
show
positive.
and you don't have it. Yeah, it's positive.
I agree. You know why? Because
And you're never the same casting.
Yeah.
That's why help people. If you had an acting agent, you should want to help me because we're not the same casting.
That's correct.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why in this town, that's the biggest problem with this town
He's correct.
is helping each other. There isn't that sort of small
Community.
I mean, that's why there's people that I feel are hyper successful. They've all worked. I'm on this show. You're on this show. They're all working together.
No, you're right.
You're all working
absolutely
together.
right. It's
But the
about-
people who don't help, there's just you go nowhere.
Because people think there's a scarcity. Like if they help you, it takes a spot from them. But
Yeah.
the thing
You
is,
go farther together.
Well, what's meant for you is meant for you. You're never going to get the spot you thought you were going to get. Like, so when you're not happy for them, they won their Grammy, whatever it is.
I
you were
auditioned
never
in
gonna
a
get
thong.
that.
Didn't come.
You were
So that's
never
just a
gonna get
video out there now.
Yeah.
That when your great-great-grandchildren can
They'll
look
release
for
it.
you for facial recognition, they'll be like,
Yeah.
oh, he auditioned in Tim's hallway.
Yeah.
Because whatever you end up getting or not getting is what was going to happen. It's never the thing where it's like down to 2 and you got 1. Well, it was still them. Like, even if you were in the running, nominated, whatever, it was still for them. It was not for you. If it was for you, it'd come to you.
Mm-hmm.
The whole family got sick. I had like a mini vacation from the family. Yeah, well, there's fucking kids like every like 90 days, and I stuck him downstairs in the bedroom.
Good.
And I didn't have him come out for 3 days.
Quarantine.
So I was up there. It was like I was on a vacation because now I'm in the rooms that I'm not usually in because they're full of kids. So now it's like when you go to a hotel, I slept on the couch. I was like, this is kind of nice.
Yeah.
My mother's neighbor. I was like, if my mother's neighbor moved, I might just get that just to have like
poison her like everyone else does.
My mother's neighbor.
Yeah. Like here's some meatloaf.
She's a smoker. Here. She smokes 2 packs a day. She's wrapping it up.
Yeah.
But I was just like, if that comes out, I told my mother, I was like, hey, if that ever goes on, I'd kind of get it to have like a place that you could.
Little amounts of arsenic over time, they'll never pick it up, and she'll just.
She'll only grow strong. No, she'll only grow stronger.
Oh.
That's what happened. That woman tried to kill her husband, but he just kept growing stronger because of it. You hear about this one?
No.
And eventually he got his physical and he had like an obscenely high level of poison and he's just feeling great because she just took it too little.
Too little. Yeah.
And then of course she got but man, when a wife kills you, it's a really different show than when a husband's just like, we're done here, you know.
Yeah, men kill
she's
from
like
rage
slowly like weeks like here's your Sanka, Harold, right? For weeks.
It tastes funny. Just drink it.
And she comes out 10 minutes later. She's like,
why is it so sweet?
Yeah. Oh, God.
Well, you see that? I saw Trump. He was over there in Saudi land. And then, of course, they brought the tea out and the whole tea thing. And he said, thank you for the tea. And he held it.
Oh, yeah? Giving it the eye?
Yeah, just kept talking. You know,
He's definitely not going to drink.
Yeah.
Fuck no, that guy. Talking about such a high level of paranoia that
like
he
one
won't
of those
even
movies,
sip it.
you know?
Could you imagine they poison and kill Trump right on the steps of the Saudi embassy? Oh, that's a baller fucking
Yeah, it
move.
would be ballsy.
That would be, but he didn't do it.
Yeah.
And plus, they had
What, the
can't
McDonald's?
they had his
kill someone.
agent. You know, they have the guy with the shaved head. Trump's like #1 Secret Service guy with a fake arm.
Oh.
Right? You know this, right?
No, I didn't know I had a fake eye.
Yeah, they wear fake arms,
something
so he
on there.
holds his arm because he has his AK loaded under the jacket.
Oh,
with his hand.
I thought you meant he was missing an arm. He just has a fake one.
No, but there is like if you watch the video, you'll see like it's guys. If we could color match, call somebody from Hollywood Sound and Magic. But it's like a very pale, but you could just see the fake arm.
Yeah.
He's literally
cocked and ready to
ready
rock.
to go. Mm-hmm. Did you hear the word cocked?
Can you even make a movie that alludes to Trump getting assassinated?
Specifically Trump?
Yeah, can you just make a movie like that? Can the government basically shut down something from being made?
Well, considering he just put himself on the board of the Guggenheim or whatever the fuck was
The
it?
Kennedy Center.
Kennedy's on the board. And they put his photo up, right? There's a picture of Abraham Lincoln and then a picture of him.
There you go.
When I think of one, I think of the other.
True.
I mean, he did say he was
do
the
more.
best. He's done the most for blacks since Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
Do you feel that Trump is all about that base?
Hell no. If you can repeal Roe versus Wade, it's only a matter of time before you repeal everything else. If you think they're not coming for the 13th Amendment, you're wrong.
It was a sushi man versus the NBA. Figure out the joke process. Go.
Sushi Man versus the NBA. I can't get it.
Sushi Row.
Right.
And
Roe is
Robinson.
eggs. Okay.
Was that worth it?
It was.
It was.
Is there anything else you'd like to discuss, or can we get the fuck out of here?
Get the
Take
fuck
that.
out of here.
This is Tiny Tim's Ticket Attack.
Hey, you probably won't see anything like this, brother.
Speaking of basketball,
Hoop on my hand.
Yeah, I see that. That's pretty cool.
why do you do it in the back though?
That's exactly what I thought of too. Because then all day long you sit in class.
Oh, and just hit the guy.
I said class because I assume you have to be like a kid to do this. You're not like
Oh, yeah.
you're not working for Morgan Stanley.
Yeah, that's true. They do have rules.
Can you read it out?
Okay, you ready?
How the hell does
Read it to the listener.
This
that
traffic
car go
delay
so fast?
is brought to you by rookie-ass drivers who decided the road is a good place to start jerking off and masturbating, even while having hairy, misty, sweaty-ass dick and balls and dirty, yeast-infected, funky-ass pussies.
That was so smooth how they moved over.
Now let me ask you a question.
I never seen a ticker tape on that.
Why don't
neither.
more people have that for advertisement? Like, you know, some people don't want to brand their car, but like, why couldn't you have your show dates? Like if you're like Cliff Beach Music and you're just sitting in traffic, you just right? Couldn't you get one of those? You program
Is
it
that
to say
tacky? Is tacky the right word? Is that like?
sure.
But then he can write it off.
Oh, right off his car as a
You
mobile
can dip a whole
advertising.
car and advertise. You can do whatever you want.
You
There's no
dip it?
laws. Yeah. You can just boop.
Just dip
There
it
you
right
go.
in.
Just,
It's like one of those guitar things where they dip it.
Yeah, and it comes out with.
I don't know how that works actually.
Me neither. I love watching it.
Headphones are up because I was recording. And now this is some white people shit.
Yeah, it is.
He's feeding the city pigeons in his. He has
you
bird
have
seed in his
no
mouth.
idea what kind of diseases you can get from that.
But can we agree that is white people shit?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, sure.
Definitely.
But it's nice to have friends.
Hey,
You never
even if
see.
they're bird
it's
friends.
like Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
You never see black people feeding it. They're like, I'm gonna eat that sandwich bread. They don't.
What
wanna-
else did she do? That woman who played that.
She was another.
She
stuff.
did one other thing that was like you couldn't believe that was her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the pigeon lady.
Do you want me to look it up?
You say Clifford will look it up. But she was in something that you didn't.
The person that played the homeless lady?
Yeah, was she in the Christmas Vacation as like what's his name's wife?
Was she Beverly D'Angelo?
No, but man,
Oh, Brenda Fricker is her name.
that's De Niro was in there when he was still dating white women.
Oh, yeah?
They were married.
Oh, she was an Irish
Or
actress.
Pacino, whatever.
She was an Irish actress. She was the first one to win an Academy Award in 1989 for My Left Foot. She did a bunch of shit.
Right.
Huh.
Can I see that?
Yeah.
My Left Foot, Lost in New York, so I married an ex-murderer, Time to Kill. Angels in the Outfield. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a career. Like, yeah, Oscar Award winner. I wouldn't know her name.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Linda Frick.
Hey, Fricky!
Nigga wanna keep playing with him. Fuck, nigga. Yeah, hit him again. Damn! I got the man. Look at him. He just beat short ass to sleep.
Man, that guy just John Wicked an invisible. That guy just let out a little bit of day rage.
Yeah, I did.
Who do you think he was fighting in his mind?
It's himself.
Oh, you think so?
The shadow self. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's very...
The commentary makes it though.
Oh, yeah.
Please, my name is Dr. Tongue.
Sure is. Oh,
So you need to get rid of the toys and let Dr. Tongue take care of you, okay?
When
really
you say
confusing.
it
I
like
couldn't see
that,
it.
then it gets weird. Like it was like you have that pimp.
But why isn't his
talk.
handle Dr. Tongue? Like, you got to, like, commit.
It was already taken.
His handle
Probably
is
the
like
tongue
XC
doctor.
User 147.
Yeah, that one tongue doctor's already got the handle and the license plate.
Oh, did you hear about the guy in New York City where a guy died on the train?
oh, yes, I did hear
and
about
then
this.
some other guy came along, saw the dead guy, and fucked him.
Yep. Yeah. And robbed him a little bit, then
Fucked him again.
fucked him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. This is on a subway.
Maybe he just thought he was passed out.
And I think it was at like 5:45.
Yeah, it was just normal day.
Yeah.
What if he just thought he was asleep?
I don't know.
I'm not saying it makes it better. I'm just saying. I mean,
Sounds like a lawyer.
Rape a corpse.
Sounds like a criminal defense attorney.
did they say he checked for a pulse or knew he was dead?
I think he checked to see if he had shit in his pockets.
You got
yeah.
Oh, I'd be like, nah, he's like, I left my dick impression.
Yeah.
Did he have a colostomy box next to
so
him?
the funniest video. So you know when you watch a video, so like you send me a video, I click on it, it opens, and then you go to the next one.
Yeah.
But if you close out of that, you can't get those back.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, really?
That's right.
Right? Because it's just
it's
random
random.
algorithm.
No.
There's no way that I'm going to say this story, and I looked all over for it. In fact, I've downloaded my Instagram history to try to find it. But a woman just starts talking about she's a nurse in the ER and the worst experience she's ever had, and she's like, she starts talking about saving this guy's life. So you're all committed to this story, and then she's like, and then this guy comes in with a blanket over him, just standing in the lobby, and it turns out it's not funny, but he was fucking this poodle, and he fucked him so hard that the poodle died, and then the asshole sphincter tightened around, and he couldn't get the dead poodle off his dick, and then they had to solve it. But you have to understand the first 10 seconds of the story, it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I could not stop laughing because it was like, this is the best video I had ever seen.
That's brutal.
Because there were so many layers by the time you got to the guy with the dead poodle on his dick.
Oh my God. Man. I'm glad you didn't
I got to
find
see
it.
if I can find it.
But I think that's the kind of shame you just die with, you know?
You gotta go. You gotta fill out the forms.
No.
Is he resting the clipboard
It's like
on the fucking...
No, you gotta find some gray doctor who like fixes gang
I would go to a
something.
vet before
It
I go to a
cannot
fucking
be.
dog.
Yeah, it has to be somewhere
how
that
this
no one
happened.
will see.
I don't know.
There can't be
I
a
was
record.
sleeping, and this dog backed his ass up onto my
died.
erect dick.
No, it's like you gotta pay cash, no names.
It's like
'cause
Heat when he goes to when he's trying to save Val Kilmer. And he's just
Right.
like- he's like, I'm a vet. You're like, take the money, dog.
Because I could not.
Out of this.
I could not have any kind of video evidence of that.
But at least it was like a feminine dog.
You don't think there was a way he could have just hacked it off?
His
Like got enough of the dog on him to like somehow get it out?
How long was the dick in the dog where the dog atrophied? How long was he fucking the dead dog before it seized up on his penis?
I don't like this.
But no, dogs by nature.
Tune in next week, Marie.
No, dogs by nature clinch anyway, right? That's their.
Well,
there's something inside that clenches.
If I got some guy holding me down and pounding me in the
No,
ass, I
naturally.
clench.
you do clench?
I would imagine
You
if I'm
don't
getting
you don't
anally
relax?
raped by someone 15 times my size, there'd be a slight anal cramping.
But naturally, there's something in animals that makes them cling to you in that way, like certain animals, right? I think
Is this
dogs
speaking
are
from
one.
experience? You seem to know a lot.
I don't like this.
If it's a horse, though,
He didn't even try to
it's
get
different.
off.
But if he was okay,
He didn't even try to do
we're
like.
not going down a moral line of bestiality.
Olive oil
but I feel
or
like you've
something.
taken a small dog and you fucked it. But if he was fucking a horse, well, then it's okay because your penis is smaller than a horse's penis, so you're not hurting the horse.
Sure.
But you hurt. I guess he likes a real tight fucking asshole.
So you think that a
You know
horse?
what? This episode. You know what? No more. We are done with this episode. Get it out. Just get it
Wait, so
out.
then you think a horse goes to the ER with a blanket of a man?
I don't know how it is.
This is another episode of UnNecessary Talk with Brian Sturges. I'm at Brian Sturges. Follow me, BrianSturges.com. Cliff Beach Music, Timothy All Music. Man, that last conversation got away.
Oh boy.
Well, we'll see you next Tuesday.